Alright, my dear viewer at home, at this moment we welcome you to skillHub magazine program, and today we are still chatting with a musician in our midst who happens to be a special guest. You know why we call him a special guest is because he does a special kind of music, and very soon you will still join us to celebrate him as a special guest. Please, can you go on and introduce yourself and tell us a bit about yourself and your qualifications so far?
Hello viewers at home, my name is Geo Lawrence. I'm professionally known as Geo Lawrence. I am from Enugu State. I hail from Ihe in the local government to be precise. I am a graduate of law from the University of Nigeria, Enugu campus, currently doing a one-year law program at the Nigerian Law School, Abani campus, here in Enugu. And I am the first of 5 sons. Once more, I am happy to be here.
Wow, you've heard that already. He's the first of 5 sons, sorry. And he is, we can call you a lawyer, right?
They would say I'm a lawyer in equity or a lawyer in the making.
A lawyer in the making. Alright, don't mind me. Alright, now please, how do you think, what makes you think you're a musician?
Well, my songs are already out there. I have songs out there already, people are listening to it. And so perhaps to that extent I would say that I'm a musician. Otherwise, any person can be called such.
Okay, you believe any person can be called a musician?
Of course.
For me, I don't think anybody can be called a musician. Some people can really chant, but it doesn't make them musicians. There are people who normally chant something or say some lyrics or even, but it doesn't make them. I believe the music should be a composite of lyrics, instrumentals, and the vocals. Do you agree with me?
Well, that's a variation, yeah. But yes, I do agree with you.
Why the variation?
Well, variety is the spice of life. There is no hard and fast rule as to what should be called a music or who should be called a musician.
Alright, I know that they say music is the only language that the soul understands.
That's correct.
So anyone that can really make a sound that the soul understands is a musician. Let it be melodious. Okay. Alright, now we would like to know, when actually did you discover your talent as a musician?
Well, I would like to say that my talent in music is innate, it's God-given, and it's been I think since childhood, just about crossing into my teenhood or my teenage years. But then as far back as 2018, I was involved in a talent hunt competition where I had emerged the winner, St. Gregory Great Got Talent Maiden Edition 2018. And as a reward, I was given the opportunity to produce some tracks. And voila, since then, I have been into the music industry and
that's interesting.
surely pushing my way. Yeah.
Very, very interesting. But we would like to know a bit about the St. Gregory Got Talent competition.
That was an event I would like to imagine that fortune had generously gifted me with. So it was an event wherein a host of talents had come together to showcase themselves, and as fate would have it, I had emerged the gemstone as adjudged by the judges.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Law. You know, when I call you Law, I believe you know why. Several things can make that possible. I think 2 factors, right? The first factor should be your name. The second factor should be your academic affiliation. Yeah. So now, what kind of music do you do? You know, we've talked a lot about the music and when you began. Let's now see the kind of music you do.
My songs are slow and rhythmic. Well, I think it's better known as the slow jam genre or the R&B ballads. And because I have an affiliation to nationalism, so it's not just the slow and the rhythmic style of singing, it's also infused with storytelling, or perhaps the ballads.
Okay.
So yeah, I think just the slow jam or the R&B ballad. Yeah.
Wonderful. And when you must agree with me that this is new. Judging from the side of country or side of the world we find ourselves, the part of the world we find ourselves, you see that this kind of music genre seems to be new. Slow jam, R&B ballad. If you're not talking hip hop, if you're not, you understand. So when you're not talking about this kind of secular songs, people don't really understand. But today we'll understand, right?
Sure. I got this. Yeah.
Okay, now can you just throw a bit, small, little, just a little light on that particular genre of music?
Well, you're absolutely correct when you had said that it's a very new venture in the music industry as far as this part of the world is concerned. It's slow, almost like blues or reminiscence of Enya style of singing.
Okay, that's new age.
Yeah, new age, but not
really new age.
Yeah, and then it pays particular attention to rhythm, a regular pattern of rhythm, like in
iambic.
Yeah, exactly, like in poetry. And then it also pays an even more paramount attention to the lyrics.
Okay.
So, and then again, there is this flavorism of a distinct style of beating or pattern of beating when it comes to the instrumentalization.
Okay, can you rightly say that you de-emphasize, or can one rightly say, if I'm wrong, you correct me, that your kind of music de-emphasizes the instrumentals and emphasizes more on the lyrics?
No, I think it's a perfect mix.
Okay.
It's a perfect mix of both because I know it's a perfect mix of both.
Okay. You rather go for both.
Yeah.
But match them properly, right?
Exactly.
I know why I asked that question. Most Nigerian musicians, not only Nigerian musicians, forgive me Nigerian musicians, not only Nigerian musicians, most musicians, they believe in beats.
Okay. I also believe in beats as well.
Only in beats.
Okay, yeah, I get the point. Yeah.
Most of them believe they emphasize more on the beats and de-emphasizes on the lyrics. At times their lyrics are so awful. Some of their lyrics are nothing to write home about. Now the lyrics, let's go into the lyrics. How do you generate? What informs your music?
Well, the concepts of humanism, morality, a hint of morality and equity, equality, and perhaps law or justice as well. So these concepts inform my style or the content of my singing. And then again, I would like to also add that my personality as well informs and inspires the kind of music.
This kind of music that you have explained so far, which involves a lot of research and then concentration towards correcting the ills of the society, right?
It's a Daniel that has come to judgment.
A Daniel coming into judgment in this kind of environment. Now look at the Nigerian environment, or why we are saying Nigeria, we are Nigerians. We must say Nigeria because some of our environments are noisy. So now when you want to write some lyrics and you know that are going to correct some impressions, you need to be in a seclusive environment. Maybe you take a trip to the mountain, right? You go to pilgrimage.
I don't think that writing songs of this sort of nature would require an outlandish seclusion. I think that more often than not, it comes with the spur of the moment. It comes by intuition.
Okay.
But then again, there are things around you that would easily inspire. For instance, you're in a bus, and then the driver stops by police checkpoints, and then there is this magical shake of the hands, 15 naira, exchanges hands. So those sort of things.
That's an issue.
Yeah, would easily inspire you into, thinking about what next to put down.
Yes.
Various variations of societal ills.
Thank God Nigerian police force is not like that. They are really against it. Honestly.
Of course.
They are really against it. And now when we are addressing this kind of issue, we are doing it so that the next generation will understand that those things are not good. Okay, now, my dear, you can tell us some of the musics you've done already. And before going into that, market. any product you are making it for a market. If you are preparing onubu soup, you are doing it bearing an Igbo man in mind, right? If you are doing a wedu, you are doing it bearing a Yoruba man in mind, right? But now when you are making an R&B ballad, R&B or slow R&B ballad or slow jam,
yeah.
sorry, okay, yeah. So when you are making such, who are you bearing in mind as your audience?
Well, when writing my songs and when making the beats, I think that I have always thought that my audience is not just here in Nigeria. I have pegged it at the global level.
Wow.
So that any person who is an avid lover of serenity, of songs that appeal or allude to justice, humanity, morality, should easily relate with my songs. So it's not just, I don't think that, I would like to think that my songs aren't just meant for the audience or the market here in Nigeria. It's a global standard. Anybody thinking that it should understand that music has
changed
to that extent. So my market is.
Alright, my dear followers at home, this is how we are still welcoming you back and reminding you that this is still skillHub, and we are talking with Geo Lawrence. That is his professional name as a musician.
That's right.
Yeah. But when he goes to the bar, we used to go with that name.
Geo Lawrence is my name. It's my name.
Okay.
Geoffrey is my baptismal name. Lawrence is my confirmation name. So it's the coinage is a creative marriage of both names professionally.
Okay, now let's look at identity. So in your ID, it is Geo Lawrence.
Like me. Well, my official name is Chidebere.
It's better to say it now because I know
Geoffrey Lawrence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't mind me. That's a way of relaxing your nerves here as we talk with Geo Lawrence. Chidebere Udokechukwu. He has been telling us a lot of stories concerning his music and when he started and where he's inspired, how he's aspiring to go higher, and then targeting the global audience with the mindset of getting the global money, right?
That's every artist's dream.
Wow.
First and foremost,
I love this.
To be heard,
yes,
to pass across your message, and then again,
it's the global money. And now I believe the global money is even better, right?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
But it never depreciates in value. Alright, okay, that's by the way. If you are just joining us, remember that Geo Lawrence is still here and is not going anywhere. But before we go, we have to go for a beat. Before we go for a musical short break, we have to seek his opinion on that. Would we go?
Sure, I'm right back very soon.
Okay, are we willing to go for a short musical break?
Yeah.
Okay, if we are going for a short musical break, you have to tell us the music we are gonna play to the viewer.
Okay, we'll play Plateau Spool.
Plateau Spool. Plateau Spool. Okay, look at the screen now. You see the name displayed already. It's Plateau Spool. Plateau Spool. Okay, possessive S. Okay, that's Plateau Spool is just like Plateau Jos. All right. Okay, state in Nigeria. I told you this guy is talented. He wrote a song from that particular state of Plateau. And while you watch the musical video, please always go with your pen, papers, and write down what you learned already. We'll be right back.
A ghostly wind whistles past Plateau Spool of gushing blood and dead bodies. A cow passed here and the child lies there. A gun
All right. This is how we welcome you back, Plateau Spool, my dear. Were you in Plateau?
No. The world is a global village. With your phone, you can connect to anywhere.
Okay, you use your phone to connect to Plateau Spool. Plateau Spool. It's all about. I think, judging from what we heard already from your song or what we watched, it's about the predicaments faced by the states.
Exactly.
In the past. That was in the past.
And even
Currently?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, but then this is a call. We believe there are things being done in order to curtail the excesses of this, because it's really bad.
Yeah.
So you are you're out there to, is it to sympathize with Plateau people?
Not just to sympathize, to draw the consciousness of those that matter. It's not just an effort by the government to curtail or to curb the excesses of the barbarians or the bandits and the herdsmen, but also it's a collective effort, locally and even internationally.
Definitely.
Yeah, so it's a clarion call for people that matter wherever they may be, and also in a way it appeals. I'm trying to appeal to the conscience of those who perpetrate this evil to mellow down and realize that life is sacred.
Life is sacred, and it has no duplicates.
Exactly.
Alright, so that is it. If you look at your time already, we see it has eroded already. It has eroded. That means we are going to say goodbye soon. But before then, we have to hear him. You have to tell us the remaining songs and tell us where they are, where people can fetch them. And after that, you have to give us a freestyle of one that you will select. So what are the other songs?
Well, there is Cry for My Countryman. That's my first single, released November 7, 2019. It's out there in stores, iTunes and Spotify and the rest of the outlets, streaming platforms. And also then there is Sambisa that should be out tomorrow. And then also Plateau Spool is also going to be released.
Sambisa is going to be out tomorrow as an audio or video. Which one?
Yeah, audio.
The audio?
Yeah, Plateau Spool will also be out, the audio, but soon thereafter, the video will be released. Yeah, anytime soon. God's grace, yeah. Alright.
Okay, my dear, as you can see already, are you inspired or not? I told you that this is going to change your musical life. Okay, now, there are people, I believe, they will be using the comment box soon, and they will be like, how do we connect you? How do we connect you? Where do we meet you? How do you link us up? Because your music is already on the Spotify. So how did I get to you?
Well, once it is live, you could just Google my name, Geo Lawrence, Sambisa, Geo Lawrence, Plateau Spool, Geo Lawrence, Cry for My Countryman, and it's just out there on Spotify, on Apple's.
These people are not just there to buy the music. These people are just there to connect with you. And
my social media handles include, you can find me on SoundCloud, Geo Lawrence, on Facebook, Geo Lawrence, on Twitter, Geo Lawrence, on Instagram, Geo Lawrence as well. Yeah.
Alright, it's been a very wonderful time with Geo Lawrence, and he has really educated us on what we should know concerning music and what music should be, and how people cut niche for themselves, because somebody like him who had not seen someone who has been singing about ballad, or what is it called again?
Slow jam.
The
R&B ballad.
Or R&B ballad, but he still delved into it. It could be rightly said that he saw a loophole which he needed to do something about, and he started doing it already, and now it is paying off. His song is being there, and you can invite him for show. You go for shows. You attend shows.
Of course. It's just that the only glitch is that my kind of songs aren't really the songs played in the conventional shows. But I've gone for shows. Yeah.
Not you gone. There are shows you will still go now after this interview. So people will still go. Geo Lawrence on Facebook, Geo Lawrence on Twitter, Geo Lawrence on Instagram, and Geo Lawrence on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Then you connect him and get him.
Audiomack as well.
Or Audiomack, you can also get Geo Lawrence, so that you connect with him, call him for shows, see his solo response. You know we've not touched the voice already. Let me not praise him. You have to see the voice now. Okay, Joe, you have to select a song now.
Okay.
So you can perform. Alright, Joe is about to give us a freestyle of any song of his choice. Songs that he himself has really done. You know, I didn't tell you something about Joe. He is the one that really produced the beats by himself. And could you imagine what he used to produce the beats? What was that you said you used to produce your beats?
My smartphone.
He used his smartphones to produce his beats. And now you can confirm. Just judge now and see the beats he produced using his smartphones. What are you doing with your smartphone?
No, this particular song I'm about to sing, I hadn't done it with my phone, but the rest of the songs are out there on Spotify and iTunes. I've just only been with my phone. With the app, perhaps if you're interested in knowing how I had done it, you can just go to the Google Play Store and check out the app, Music Maker Jam. Music Maker Jam.
Oh, Music Maker, you don't have to. They did not pay us. Music Maker Jam. Okay. Alright, that's by the way. Music Maker Jam is what he used to make it on his smartphone. And what I'm asking you now, viewing us, is what are you doing with your smartphone? Are you just there chatting away your time and brain? You can use your smartphone, do something like he did. Alright, that's by the way, Joe. You have to sing us this song.
Okay, so I'm gonna play Sambisa, which should be out tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay.
My son returned home in a black body bag from the far northeast on a cold watering morn. They left me his boots, his khaki, and the note he had scribbled in blood. Mother, oh mother, indeed I was scared. The night never died, the rain was a fool. They came upon us like shadows and ghosts, and one after one we fell like Spartans. Sambisa, our deaths are telltales of our fates. Sambisa, remember your fallen.
Remember your falling hero. That's Sambisa from Geo Lawrence. Alright, that is a very wonderful one. You know one thing, good things are never long ago. Good things are short so that it will be valued. So if you want Sambisa, you can also go to SoundCloud, go to AudioMac, Google it and see where it is on the platform, and then download it and listen to it, and so many others. The one I listened to the other time was Silence of Heaven.
Not officially out yet.
Alright,
Soon.
it will soon be out. Okay, that is a very powerful one. We've had a wonderful time with our wonderful musician. Yeah, I told you earlier that you're going to see how powerful he is, and he has really proven to that. He has proven that already to us. Alright, you have to, just a few seconds, you give advice to people viewing you now.
Well, first and foremost, it's not easy being an up-and-coming artist who is independent, just starting up on your own. It's not easy at all. And being a Nigerian for that matter, it's not easy. It adds to the odds against you. But then again, music has been, the industry has been changed a lot by tech and innovations.
Yes.
So I think that first and foremost, as an artist, you just have to keep working hard, keep working on yourself, carving out a niche for yourself, not joining the bandwagon. Just find something, find an area to exploit. And again, aside being unique, you have to work hard.
Yes.
You have to work hard. There is no magic wand to success. There is a system to success.
There is no magic wand for anything called success, but there is a system to success.
It's systematically attained. There is a system to success.
Okay, take that from him. Oh, you wanted to say something else?
Then again, you have to pray.
Okay,
you have to
very
pray,
important.
Or if you are not the religious type, there must be someone to whom you have to pay your dues.
Necessary.
Yeah, and then again, networking is important.
Yes.
You're going out there,
connect
time with people. You are going out of your comfort zone as well. You must have to reach out. You don't just stay in the confines of your home because you have the internet at your disposal. You really have to get out and know people. And you have to reach out. You have to maybe it could be by sending lots and lots of mails, but you must have to.
Yes, and not to feel too big. People they really want to connect, but some people believe they have arrived.
Exactly.
So they don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
All right.
That's just about that. So.
I believe you enjoyed the show already, and you would like more of this. Don't worry, we will still have him back, where he will be coming to talk to us concerning his video, because he's about releasing his videos, and when he will be telling us about his videos, you will get lots and lots from him. By then, he will also give out something. He's giving out something time off.
Exactly.
This is COVID-19.
Exactly. Palliatives.
Palliatives. So I didn't bother asking him about palliative because I know he's saving some money now to produce his musical videos. But when he finishes, when he comes back, and when he must have gotten a lot of money, he will do a give out. Here, it's a promise.
Exactly.
Alright.
Comes with that.
Alright, that's by the way. My name still remains yours sincerely, Vincent Ucheibe. Do join us next time as we hope to get him back to skillHub.